For context, the assembled Saracen host, armed and shining, rides toward the mountain pass of, and please pardon my French, Roncesvalles, where these heathen hordes know they will find the Frankish rear guard. Oliver is the first to see them, and he can tell from the distance that the Saracens vastly outnumber the bands of Franks. The Franks are so outnumbered that Oliver asks Roland to blow his olifant, which is a horn made out of elephants' tusks, so that the King Charlemagne will hear and come with his army to the aid of the Frankish rear guard. But Roland is too proud to ask for help. Quote, "May God forbid," he says, "that it may be said by any man alive, I ever blew my horn because of pagans." End quote. No matter how vast the pagan hordes, Roland is confident that the Christians will triumph. The Frankish guard prepares for the incoming battle, and the Archbishop Turpin says that any Christian soldier who dies in the battle will die a glorious martyr's death. Roland promises his men victory, and all together shout Charlemagne's battle cry, "Vive Montjoie!" and ride out to strike the Saracens. After intense battle, Roland decides to blow the olifant horn, but all too late, as the Saracens attack in numbers like flies. The following is a section from the fall of Roland after his pride. That death was on him he knew full well. Down from his head to his heart it fell. On the grass beneath a pine tree's shade, with face to earth his form he laid. Beneath him placed he his horn and sword, and turned his face to the heathen horde. Thus hath he done the sooth to show, that Charlemagne and his warriors all may know, that the gentle count a conqueror died. Mea culpa, full oft he cried. And for all his sins unto God above, in sign of penance he raised his right hand glove. Roland feeleth his hour is at hand. On a knoll he lies towards the Spanish land. With one hand beats he upon his breast. In thy sight, O God, be my sins confessed. From my hour of birth, both the great and small, down to this day, I repent of all. As his glove he raises to God on high, angels of heaven descend on him nigh. Beneath the pine was his resting place, to the land of Spain hath he turns his face, and recollects and comes to his memory. On his memory rose full many a thought of the lands he won and the fields which he fought. Of his gentle land of nativity, of his kin and of his line, of his nursing father and his father's dear brother, King Carl benign. He may not the tear and sob control, nor yet forget his parting soul. To God's compassion he makes his cry, O Father true, who canst not lie, who didst Lazarus raise unto life again, and Daniel's shield in the lion's den. Shield my soul from her peril. Do for the sins I sinned my lifetime through. He did his right hand glove uplift. Saint Gabriel took from his hand and the gift, then drooped his head upon his breast, and with clasped hands he went to rest. God from on high sent down to him one of his angel cherubim, Saint Michael of peril of the sea, Saint Gabriel in company from heaven. They came for that soul of price, and they bore with them to paradise. Here his uncle, the royal Charlemagne, cries, Amis Roland, où estez-vous Rémy? Vive Saint Montjoie, vive Roland, et vive le Christ roi. I pray to God we learn from the pride of Roland. When the enemy comes in like the flood, and as the men of Issachar in Older Testament's age, we know our time for discerning, and put our strength in God. But until that time, all of Christ, for all of life. Christ is King.